life in the coral reef. In the crystal clear waters of a tropical ocean, there was a vibrant and bustling coral reef, home to many fascinating sea creatures. Among them lived a cheerful and curious clownfish named Clara. Clara loved exploring her underwater world and sharing her adventures with anyone who would listen. Her home was a beautiful anemone, and she had many stories to tell about her life in the coral reef. Every morning, as the sun's rays pierced through the water, Clara would wake up and swim around her anemone home. The anemone's stinging tentacles provided protection from predators, and in return, Clara kept it clean by eating the parasites and dead skin. "Good morning, anemone," Clara chirped happily, her bright orange and white stripes shimmering in the light. She loved the feeling of the gentle currents against her fins as she swam out to greet her friends in the reef. Today, she was especially excited because she had promised to give a tour of the reef to a group of young fish who were new to the area. Clara swam to the meeting spot, where a group of young fish were waiting eagerly. There was Timmy the Tang, Sally the Snapper, and Bubbles the butterfly fish. Their eyes were wide with anticipation as they saw Clara approach. "Hi everyone! Ready for a grand tour of our coral reef?" Clara asked with a big smile. "Yes, please," the young fish chorused excitedly. Clara began the tour by explaining the importance of the coral reef. "Our reef is like a bustling city. It's full of life and provides food and shelter for many sea creatures. Coral reefs are very special and need our care and protection." Their first stop was a coral garden, a stunning area filled with colorful corals of various shapes and sizes. Clara explained how corals were tiny animals called polyps that lived in colonies, creating the beautiful structures they saw. "Corals come in all sorts of shapes and colors," Clara said. "They build their skeletons from calcium carbonate, which forms the hard structure of the reef." Sally the Snapper was curious. "How do corals get their bright colors?" "Great question, Sally. Corals get their colors from tiny algae called zooxanthellae that live inside them. These algae also provide the corals with food through photosynthesis," Clara explained. As they swam deeper into the reef, Clara pointed out different examples of symbiosis, where different species lived together and helped each other. "Look over there," Clara said, pointing to a pair of shrimp and gobies. The goby keeps watch for predators while the shrimp digs a burrow for them to share. It's a perfect partnership. Timmy the Tang was fascinated. "What other examples of symbiosis are there?" "Well, there's me and my anemone," Clara said. "The anemone's stinging tentacles protect me from predators, and I keep the animal clean. We both benefit from living together. Next, Clara led her friends to a cleaning station, where cleaner fish and shrimp were busy at work. Larger fish waited patiently for their turn to be cleaned of parasites and dead skin. This is a cleaning station, Clara explained. Fish come here to get cleaned by cleaner fish and shrimp. It's like visiting a spa. Bubbles, a butterfly fish, was amazed. How do the cleaner fish know what to do? They have a special relationship with the larger fish. The cleaners get food by eating the parasites, and the larger fish stay healthy. It's another great example of cooperation, Clara said. As they swam further, Clara took her friends to the busiest part of the reef, the marketplace. Here, fish of all shapes and sizes darted around, searching for food and avoiding predators. It was a lively and colorful scene. "Welcome to the marketplace," Clara said. "This is where many fish come to find food. It's a bustling place full of activity." Sally the snapper asked, "How do fish find food here?" Fish have different ways of finding food. Some graze on algae, others hunt smaller fish, and some filter plankton from the water, Clara explained. Every fish has its own role in the reef's ecosystem. While the reef was a beautiful and vibrant place, it was also full of dangers. Clara reminded her friends to always be vigilant and aware of their surroundings. Predators are a natural part of the reef, Clara said. They help keep the ecosystem balanced, but we have to be careful and stay alert. Just then, a shadow passed overhead. It was a reef shark patrolling the area. The young fish huddled close to Clara, feeling a mix of fear and awe. "Don't worry," Clara reassured them. "As long as we stay close to shelter and move quickly, we'll be safe." As the sun began to set, Clara decided to show her friends the wonders of the nighttime reef. The reef transformed into a different world as nocturnal creatures came out to hunt and explore. At night, the reef comes alive in a whole new way, Clara said. "Look at all the creatures that only come out after dark." They saw bioluminescent plankton glowing like tiny stars in the water, and nocturnal predators like moray eels and octopuses hunting for food. The young fish were amazed by the reef's transformation. As their tour came to an end, Clara gathered her friends together for an important message. Our coral reef is a beautiful and precious place, but it's also fragile, Clara said. We all need to do our part to protect it. Timmy the Tang asked, "How can we help protect the reef?" "By not polluting the water, not touching or breaking the corals, and spreading awareness about the importance of coral reefs," Clara replied, "Every little action counts." Clara and her friends were about to head back when they noticed something unusual. A large piece of plastic was stuck in the coral, harming the delicate ecosystem. Clara knew they had to act quickly. "We have to remove that plastic before it causes more damage," Clara said with determination. Working together, Clara and her friends carefully removed the plastic, ensuring they didn't harm the coral in the process. It was a challenging task, but they succeeded. "We did it!" Bubbles, a butterfly fish, cheered. "Great job, everyone! This is what it means to protect our home," Clara said proudly. As they swam back to their anemone, Clara decided to share a valuable lesson with her friends and any young fish listening. Remember, the coral reef is our home. It's full of life, beauty, and wonder, but it's also our responsibility to take care of it, Clara said. "We all have a role to play in keeping our reef healthy and vibrant." Sally the snapper nodded. "We'll do our best, Clara." Clara looked around at her friends and the beautiful coral reef that surrounded them. She felt hopeful for the future. "As long as we work together and take care of our home, the coral reef will continue to thrive," Clara said with a smile. "Let's make sure it's a place of wonder for generations to come." Clara the Clownfish's adventures in the coral reef were filled with exciting discoveries, valuable lessons, and unforgettable friendships. Her story reminds us that even the smallest creatures can make a big difference. By working together and caring for our environment, we can create a brighter future for our planet. For more stories, like and subscribe our channel.